Good evening, everybody. Calm Biker here. I'm back in the pattern of the rain god. It has been raining most of the day, but about 20 minutes before I was finishing work, I noticed the sun come out, and I've been working from home today, and I thought, oh, sun's come out. 20 minutes. I'm off out on my bike. I'll get a quick hour in. And I waited me 20 minutes, shut down my machine. Windows decided to do its updates as it does. Sat there waiting for Windows to do its updates. Hate you, Microsoft. Why can't I do the updates when I want to do them? And went out, pulled the bike out of the garage, checked the tyre pressures, checked everything was working, made sure my brakes were up to scratch, all that kind of stuff. All the power rechecks. Started it and went and put my helmet on, and as I was putting my helmet on, I felt something hit my shoulder. I thought, oh, that could be a bird has deposited, but it wasn't. It was the first drop of rain. But I thought, nope, I'm coming out anyway. I'm going to enjoy myself. I don't care if it's raining. And that made me think. I was watching a video the other day by ItsAnotherDave. I think that's how it is. It's something like It's Another Dave, or It Is Another Dave, or It's Other Dave. Anyway, I'll put a link below. Give him a shout out because he's a good vlogger, and I'm sure a few of you will have found him by now, but if you haven't, have a look. He's on L plates at the minute. He's riding a YZF R1 for short, R125 R1. He wishes. But he's doing his test at the minute, going through his mod 1 and mod 2 to do his direct access. So he's had a taste of a 600, and I think he's now desperate to move on. Anyway, I will come past you, thanks for moving over, but I'll wait until I can see where I'm going. That'll do. Thank you very kindly. Anyway, he put a video out the other day, and he was saying about he wants to buy a bigger bike once he's done his tests, which makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't buy one before you've done your test because you've got no chance of test riding it. And there are a few dealers out there that will now let you test ride once you've got your license, even with no experience. I know where I got this bike from, where I got my Z1000SX from. They do now. So there are some dealers out there who've actually got their act together and will allow you to try out the thing you're about to spend thousands of pounds on. But he was saying, because it's going to be a while until he does his mod 2, he thinks he'll be waiting until next year to buy a bike, because you don't want to buy a bike now and then just stick it in his garage and not use it until next year, because that would be a waste. And I said to him, I don't understand. Why would you buy a bike and then put it away? And basically I knew what he was saying. He was saying, it's winter coming, bad weather, would he be out riding? Now, I ride my bike in almost all weathers. Here's somebody not being as friendly, but you can't stop progress. Sorry, I'm being silly. I ride in almost all weathers. I'm not going to ride if it's icy. These machines cost thousands of pounds and try to kill you quite often. It's not like a car where you make a mistake and it's all there trying to protect you. These things, especially the litre bikes, as I found out wonderfully, because they are. I mean, my Z1000SX, the Z1000 that I tried, and a couple of other bikes I've been trying, are all absolutely wonderful machines. But you always get that feeling that deep down inside, they'd quite like to hurt you. So I don't want to ride them on ice and give them that opportunity to hurt me very quickly. I still hurt from my last accident, my off-road motocross bike accident. So that pain hasn't gone away yet. So I don't want to extend it. But as for riding in rain, which was going to be the topic of the blog, and it's taken me about half an hour to get around to it. As for riding in rain, if you don't ride in rain, I think you can tell. When I go out on rides with lots of people, there is, if there's a bit of a sprinkle of rain, you can almost immediately tell the people who don't ride in rain at all, because all of the confidence goes. So in the dry, you know, they're leaving me for dead. I'm not that fast a rider. I have my moments, but you know, I'm just happy riding. I don't feel the need to get my knee down on every bend, you know, or in fact any bend so far. But those people that do and are only dry weather riders, you can see it. All the confidence goes. Suddenly they're taking bends that I'm going round at 50, 55, maybe even 60, and they're taking them at 30 miles an hour because they've not got that experience and they don't know what the tyres can do. And the difference between dry and wet on a good set of tyres that's designed to work in the wet as well, like these PR4s that I'm on now, the difference is not that great. You'd be amazed. I mean, you look at bikes tipping in the wet and you can't believe how they stay up, how they don't just slide out from under you. But the grip is incredible. So from a point of view of that, and if you're riding in the UK, you are going to get rained on at some point. I think actually riding through winter is probably a good idea, because you're going to get that experience of riding in those bad conditions. And when it comes round to the next summer, your confidence has stepped up yet another level. Obviously if you've been riding for 20 years, probably not, but for people like ItsAnotherDave, who are quite new to it, and people like me who are still quite new to it, you know, it does have that incremental effect on your confidence. So I would say to Dave and to anybody else out there who's avoiding riding through winter, who thinks it's a good idea to stick it on stands and just leave it there, think again. Have another think about it. Try and take it through winter, but avoid the ice. Another thing that I'm trying to avoid this year as well is the salt. After you've had the ice and the snow and the slush and they've been out salting the roads, I'm going to try and avoid that, because I have got on this bike a few rusty bits. They're all on aftermarket parts, to be fair. So like the belly pan, the mounts of the belly pan are quite rusty, and I'm not sure, because it looks like the metal's actually delaminating a bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to replace it or if it's salvageable. We shall see. So I probably didn't get quite enough ACF 50 on there to protect it. So avoiding the salt's probably a good idea, but there's so much of it nowadays, it's very hard to avoid, isn't it? Anyway, let me know what you think. Ride safe, especially in winter. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all again soon.